The relationship between Chun Ji Yuan and Li Qin has always been the center of public attention, especially since the two have appeared together several times at various events. Their natural chemistry, genuine closeness, and the way they care for each other have led many people to believe that there is something special behind the scenes. However, no one expected that a small moment, accidentally captured on camera, would shake the dynamics of their relationship so deeply. That moment became a turning point that changed the way they saw each other, the way they interacted with each other, and even the way the public viewed their closeness. It all started with an expression that was so subtle, yet so powerful that it was undeniable. Li Qin's expression of jealousy, which many fans called jealousy, a quick but emotional gaze that revealed more than 1,000 words. On that day, the two attended an event that invited many big stars from the entertainment industry. The stage lights illuminated famous faces. The paparazzi were busy capturing every small movement of the celebrities, and the atmosphere was filled with casual conversation and echoing laughter. Chun Ji Yuan, as usual, appeared warm and approachable. He talked with several colleagues, including a young actress who had become quite popular recently. Their conversations seemed natural, punctuated with small laughs, with an atmosphere that was completely normal for a public gathering. However, something that seemed small to others had a big impact on someone who was quietly watching. When the camera briefly shifted to Li Qin, she was caught looking at Chun Ji Yuan and his conversation partner. And that's when everything changed. Her gaze was no longer as flat as usual. Something appeared so quickly, almost like a flash of light, a feeling she tried to hide but failed. The expression was a mixture of surprise, discomfort, and a sense of jealousy that was so subtle yet very clear to anyone who knew her. Her face tensed slightly. Her lips seemed to want to reveal something, but she held back, and her eyes looked away only to return again as if she couldn't help but pay attention. The moment was so brief, but the camera captured it perfectly. Many fans later enlarged the video recording, paying attention to every little detail, and called the moment Li Qin's jealousy slip. This term describes a look that reveals unintentional jealousy, but from which one can see the sincerity of feelings that are being hidden. In the entertainment world, small expressions like this often become the subject of speculation, but this time the expression felt different. It was too real, too emotional, and too deep to be considered a mere coincidence. What made the moment even more interesting was Chun Ji Yuan's reaction after seeing the look. At first, he was still laughing and talking casually, but after accidentally glancing at Li Qin, his expression changed. There was a small pause where he seemed to realize something, like someone who had just understood the dynamics that he had not noticed before. His smile dimmed slightly, and he seemed to be trying to read Li Qin's mood from a distance. Their gazes met in a few silent seconds, but it was in that silence that everything felt different. There were unspoken questions, a slight uneasiness that was difficult to explain, and a clear sense of concern in the way Chun Ji Yuan shifted his focus. After seeing Li Qin's expression, he did not continue the conversation with his previous enthusiasm. His hands tensed slightly, his voice lowered, and he seemed more cautious. Some fans even said that Chun Ji Yuan's expression had softened, like someone who suddenly felt the need to make sure that the person important to him did not feel offended or ignored. And although this was just the audience's interpretation, the change in energy between them was very noticeable. Li Qin herself seemed to be trying to control her expression, but several times she was seen sighing softly, looking away, then stealing glances at Chun Ji Yuan like someone who was struggling with her own emotions. After the event ended, their interactions became a hot topic of conversation. Many fans noticed that Chun Ji Yuan seemed to pay more attention to Li Qin's movements. On several occasions, he was seen standing a little closer, speaking in a softer voice, and even occasionally touching her wrist with small but meaningful gestures. Li Qin's reaction also changed. Sometimes she smiled shyly, Sometimes she avoided Chun Ji Yuan's gaze because she was too aware of his attention, but at certain moments, she also showed a rarely seen fragile side, as if that moment of jealousy had opened a new layer in their dynamic. Speculation heated up when several other videos appeared, showing how Chun Ji Yuan seemed more protective after the incident. When someone tried to tease Li Qin, Chun Ji Yuan quickly turned his head, watched Li Qin's reaction, and gave a small smile as if to reassure her. Little things like this, while perhaps trivial to outsiders, have great meaning to fans who have been following the development of their relationship over time. And for some people, moments like this are proof that their relationship has entered a deeper stage, a stage where feelings can no longer be hidden with just a smile in front of the camera. It didn't stop there, as the media also began to review the jealous moment. Various articles began to appear, discussing Li Qin's expression from a psychological perspective, analyzing why someone would show jealousy in a public situation, and how her partner's reaction described their emotional closeness. Body language analysts also gave their opinions, saying that Li Qin's gaze showed a fear of loss and discomfort that usually only appears when someone has deeper feelings for another person. Meanwhile, Chun Ji Yuan's response to Li Qin's change in mood was seen as a sign of equal emotional involvement. Fans became even more convinced that their relationship had crossed the line of ordinary friendship. Some said that moment marked the beginning of a major change in their dynamic. There was something in the way they looked at each other after the incident, softer, more careful, but also more intense. A relationship that may have previously felt ambiguous has now become clearer to anyone who sees it. Even in interviews after the event, Chun Ji Yuan appeared more defensive when asked about his relationship with his co-stars. He gave shorter and more cautious answers than usual. Meanwhile, Li Qin seemed calmer, although she still smiled shyly every time Chun Ji Yuan's name was mentioned. No one knows what they are really thinking. There has been no official confirmation from either of them. But the public is not stupid. Even a small moment of eye contact can reveal a lot. Many believe that jealousy is not a sign of weakness, but a sign that someone cares. In Li Qin's case, that jealous glance not only showed that she felt uncomfortable, but also that she had stronger feelings than she was willing to admit. And in Chun Ji Yuan's case, his quick reaction showed a level of concern that was difficult to explain if their relationship was just that of coworkers. Since then, many have said that the atmosphere between them has never been the same. The small silences between them feel deeper, their smiles feel more sincere, and their gazes contain something more personal. That small moment has opened up something that was previously closed. And even though they may try to remain professional in public, the reality is clear. They have seen sides of each other that cannot be ignored. Relationships between two people can change for many reasons, but often major changes arise from small moments. In the case of Chun Ji Yuan and Li Qin, that moment of jealousy was the moment that changed everything. From an accidental glance, from feelings that arose suddenly, from a silence filled with meaning. And now, the whole world is watching to see how their story will unfold next.